Hei du, god fredag. The day of Freyr og Freyja. The god of abundance and of peace and of wealth. The goddess of love, of fertility, of battle, of Seithr. Seithr. I feel like something wants to be said today about Seithr. The practice, the magic of seeing, potentially influencing the future. Now, what is magic? What is magic? Is it this one-time huge event where something happens, this big phenomenon? Or is it something that you infuse in your day-to-day life that is your day-to-day life, and through that practice you tune in to what is around you, and you are then able to co-create and influence that which is within and that which is without. Honing in the practice. Freyja is the goddess of love and of beauty, and the goddess of life and death. She chooses which warriors join her after they are slain. She first chooses, and then the rest go to Odin. Freyja and Odin share this beautiful duality and connection, and teaching each other their respective arts. And one of the arts that Freyja offered Odin was the art of Seithr. And I want to bring something to you. Seithr. To say. There's some interpretations that it means to sit with or to see. And I believe that all of those are correct. An important one that I want to talk about right now is to say. What you say, how you say, what words do you use? Word. The three Norns of fate that intertwine and interweave. Word, the rune of all runes, that is everything and nothing. That word has remained with us in the English word or weird. Words contain fate, contain power, contain symbols. They create symbols. From my mouth to yours. In your mind, as you are listening to me, you are interpreting the words through symbols, and you recreate symbols through the words you use and the resonance you use. What words do you use? How do they feel in your body as you use them, as you receive them? This is Seithr. This is how you create reality. Have you noticed that when you speak your truth into the world, beautiful things unfold? When you share your desires with a partner and they're receptive, how that manifests and unfolds. How when you share kind words with somebody, that creates an emotional opening. That you can co-create reality with your being, with your words. We are 70% water. And there's a resonance that carries with that. I will hold off on that for now. I will just leave that there. The art of saying. I think so much has been lost when we lost many of our ancient languages. The original sound of words have such a different impact than hearing English, for example, which is a conglomerate of so many different languages and time periods. But it does hold threads of Old Norse and old languages. And following those threads of meaning and of importance, and being cognizant of the words you use, because they do hold power. When you speak in terms of negativity, you radiate negativity, and that's what you bring, and that's what you attract. When you tweak your words, tweak them to have the outward resonance that you wish to not only be in, but that you wish to create. Create the waters in yourself such that the waters you use to speak your saliva speak words of beauty and of wisdom. I pray before I speak. I pray with my water. I pray that my words may be beautiful. Like Freyja, the god of love and of beauty. That is who she is. That is what she is. That is what she represents. That is her gift that she brings to this world. Is this alchemical love. Through love itself, through her waters, through the words she speaks. Through cleansing the slain. Freyja loves poetry. Be mindful of the words you create, of the worlds you create. Be mindful of what you speak to children. Be mindful of what you speak to yourself. Be mindful of how you interact with the waters you drink. A practice that I ask you to consider is before you speak, notice where you you are speaking from? Are you speaking from a place of anxiety? Are you speaking from a place of fear? Are you speaking from a place of love? Tune into yourself what that feels like. What does anxiety feel like? For me, I often feel that in my throat or my stomach. Do I want to speak from anxiety? No, because the words that will come out will have anxiousness attached into them, and that is what I co-create with life. What does love feel like? Where does that stem from? That feeling of groundedness, of openness, of surrender and trust. That's where I want to speak from. That's where I create worlds of abundance. So before you feel the need to fill the air with words, feel into how you're feeling. And then where do you want to speak from? And remember that place within that yourself. Be your own anchor. Be your own anchor. Anchor into yourself. Words are power. Say it again. Words are power. How you say words is powerful. Tack ska du ha. Go get word.